Analysis of spiritual frequency. Spirit is the source of life. Xiefeng. May 24th, 2023. Edited by Qin Yu. We often mention soul, spiritual power, spiritual perception, mind, and spirituality. We also talk about being skillful, having telepathy, spiritual resonance, being spiritually gifted, miraculous remedies, stubborn and unyielding, suffering of living beings. So, what exactly is spirit? Spirit is a vibrational wave, a type of wave that encompasses all conscious activities of living beings. Since it is a wave, it has a frequency, which refers to the number of occurrences per second. An event that happens once per second is called 1 Hz. If the vibrations of a living being occur less than 20 times or more than 20,000 times per second, the human ear cannot perceive the sound of those vibrations. For example, a butterfly's wings vibrate only 5 to 6 times per second, so we cannot hear the sound of a butterfly flying. However, the vibrations of bees, flies, and mosquitoes occur at frequencies of 320, 352, and 640 respectively, which enables us to hear the sound of their flight. The structure of all objects is determined by different vibrational frequencies. The higher the frequency, the more complex the structure. The higher the frequency, the more intangible it becomes. Perfect art, such as the beauty of the human body, is also a manifestation of vibrational frequencies. The higher the vibrational frequency during pregnancy, the more beautiful the physical appearance of the children. We can observe that different frequencies lead to different material forms, and the frequency of spirit leads to different conscious forms of life. Therefore, the acceptance of specific spiritual frequencies is closely related to the formation of our own life structure. So, which spiritual frequencies should we accept, and which should we reject? Since spirit is a type of vibrational wave, it must have a frequency. When I was in my homeland, the thousand-year world, the frequencies we received there were all a kind of sound from nature. Of course, that sound is different in nature from the sounds of nature on Earth. That sound, or rather frequency, is the frequency of the greatest creator, which is the spirit of the greatest creator. Since spirit is a vibrational wave, the greatest creator's vibrational waves permeate all space and time in the universe. Therefore, we can confidently say that all things have spirit. Not only do plants and animals have spirit, but mountains, rivers, stones, and houses also have spirit. Therefore, we have discovered that everything has a spirit. In our daily lives, we not only receive the spirits from God, but also receive a multitude of spirits from plants, animals, mountains, rivers, and supernatural beings. Unfortunately, in most cases, what people receive is not the spirit from God, but rather the spirits of human beings themselves and a large number of the wronged and aggrieved, and even the spirits of arrogant beings from higher realms. These spirits have a significant destructive impact on the structure of our lives. Unless we distance ourselves from these spirits and return to the embrace of nature. The sounds in nature are not specifically referring to the sounds of wind, rain, bird chirping, frog croaking, thunder, or ocean waves. Instead, they refer to sounds with frequencies lower than 20 Hz, such as the sounds of plant growth, blooming, heartbeat, and the movement of white clouds. We know that infrasound is harmful to the human body. When the frequency of external object vibrations resonates with the frequency of our body vibrations, it can damage our internal organs and even the nervous system. However, it is evident that the sounds of plant growth and blooming, which are infrasound, not only do not harm our health but actually contribute to our well-being. This is a very subtle phenomenon. Some infrasounds are harmful, even fatal, to our health, while others are highly beneficial. I have also discovered a phenomenon where infrasound at 1 Hz actually resonates with the human heart's rhythm, yet it has no harmful effects on the body. This is difficult for me to explain, and perhaps scientists in the relevant field can provide a clear explanation. Now, here comes the central mystery. The frequency of the greatest creator's spirit happens to be 1 Hz, and only waves at this frequency can penetrate all dimensions of the universe. The optimal frequency for the human heart's rhythm is also 1 Hz, or 60 beats per minute. This should create a resonance, but this resonance phenomenon does not cause harm to the human body. This is a mystery that I find difficult to unravel. However, we can draw inspiration from the ticking sound of an alarm clock in a bedroom. The frequency of the alarm clock aligns with the rhythm of the heart, and it does not cause any resonance that harms the body. Therefore, the frequency of greatest Creator's spirit does not harm the human body due to resonance with the frequency of the heart. Now, let's analyze which frequencies are beneficial or harmful to human life. Scientists have discovered that for plants, sound at a frequency of 6,000 Hz is most favorable for their growth. Sound frequencies between 700 and 900 Hz can hinder plant growth, and frequencies above 10,000 Hz can lead to the complete death of plants. Scientists have conducted experiments and found that the frequencies ranging between 2,000 and 4,000 Hz produce the most unbearable sounds. However, our judgment is not based on frequencies alone, but rather on our own subjective perception. The sound of dragging an iron shovel on concrete is undeniably unpleasant. Sudden screams, car horns, arguments, noise, crying, complaints, grievances, hoarse shouting, painful moans, desperate cries, and various other sounds also cause discomfort to individuals. In the end, we can roughly establish a clue. Any sound that brings happiness, excitement, joy, serenity, tranquility, contentment, comfort, pleasure, freedom, and blessedness is beneficial to mental and physical health. On the other hand, sounds that cause discomfort, irritability, anxiety, fear, depression, melancholia, restlessness, and pain are detrimental to our well-being. The conclusion is that the frequency of spirits is 1 Hz, and the waves of spirits permeate all time and space in the universe. This leads to the belief that everything has a spirit, and all the spirits of life and objects come from the spirit of the greatest Creator. Once this spirit disappears, life ceases to exist. The strength of the spirit is related to the sounds a life form hears. More joyful sounds result in stronger spirits, while more disturbing sounds weaken the spirit. The spirit is the source of life, and humans themselves are without spirits. The human spirit comes from the greatest Creator, and the vitality of the human spirit comes from consciousness. Pure and orderly consciousness makes a person spirited, with spiritual energy, perception, and spirituality. They become agile, flexible, resourceful, and talented. On the other hand, if consciousness is chaotic and disordered, a person becomes sluggish, dull, unresponsive, clumsy, lacking perception, and lacking understanding. All spirits of life come from the greatest Creator, so what about the so-called evil spirits? This question will be explored in a separate analysis. In conclusion, spirits are the source of all things and the source of life, with a frequency of 1 Hz.